What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. So when we do these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So kind of a impromptu, feel like doing a live, George? Sure, what the hell? Let's go chat. Basically, what kind of happened here today, I have a little bit of time. George has been a very busy bee packing pre-orders. A bunch of stuff went out today. The rest will go out tomorrow for those of you that pre-ordered Seraphim Musk. I don't know if he changed from the pre-order price yet. I'm sure he did. I did not look. Shame on me. So anybody that wanted to get it at that price might still have a chance. I don't know. Let me look. Nope, it's back to regular price. So that time has now passed. You can still save 10%, but you can get samples now. So any of you that were waiting on the samples, you can order the 3 ml samples from the site. You'll save 10% on that using the link as well. So anybody who's waiting to get samples, now is your opportunity. When they launch, when the fragrances launch from pre-order, that is when the samples are available. So I would encourage grabbing a sample if you want to sample first, which is always wise. I mean, let's call it what it is. Sampling is definitely the better decision, unless you're just certain. I get it. Blind buying is part of the fun, but, you know, it is the dice roll of the fragrance world because you never really know. You can assume you'll like it, but you never really know. And speaking of, based on the festivities, we're rocking Seraphim Musk here today. I figured why not? It was bouncing around to get worn this week, and I said, oh, what a better day than the day I'm going to go live with George. So what the hell? So here we are. As far as anybody looking for an update on performance on Dracar, average 5-6 hours, and I couldn't really smell it anymore. So nothing special in performance, but boy, does it smell good. And you get it for $34 from Amazon on my Amazon link that's in the previous video. I do like this. But because it's not a beast, people will cry. People will shed tears virtually through their keyboards. You will see actual tears in a verbal format because it's not a monster performer. It's not. It could be a little bit of nose fatigue that I'm experiencing. I mean, it is a blue fragrance, but it smells damn good. Like a slightly more mature YEDP. You know, it's good. If you like YEDP, you'll probably like this. It's not 1-to-1, but it reminds me of it for sure. Fruity apple, sweet green, spicy, all that good stuff. It's good. It's a good release for them. It really is, and it's cheap. You know, it's a great cheap pickup, I think, anyway. So let's get caught up in the chat. George will be joining us in a little bit. I see we got 94 people in the first 3 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up because it always does help. John, good to see you. Another 13 from Le Labo. Miss Kara, good to see you. Center of the day, business over pleasure. On this hot, scorching ass day, everyone hit the thumbs up and show some love on your way in. Appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. Jerry, good to see you, sir. Montal, Aqua de Palma. I need to put that one in my rotation. That's a great idea. I haven't smelled that one in a little while myself. But we are here now. I know you meant Aqua Palma. It's literally one of the first 3 on my stack. It got rearranged not long ago, and I put it to the front so I would remember to wear it, oddly enough. And I haven't worn it yet. Club de Nuit Intense Man limited edition parfum, still my favorite. Aqua Sextius from Julie Mod. Oh, that's a good one. That is such a good one. We wore that one last week in my rotation. A Vintage by Polysniferous. I'm assuming an Aventus clone. Good to see you, Devontae. Second Soul, I did see your post earlier today. So we got a new member, Jerry. Welcome. Jerry's been commenting quite a bit in the videos for a little while here lately. So welcome. So when's it shake out for the first weekend? Is it July 4th weekend? It is. So either the 5th or the 6th. Probably the 6th we'll be doing the next member stream, which, you know, Joma Shop still hasn't shipped Fig Me Up. I ordered that shit like almost 2 weeks ago. What I get. I gave them a chance. I bought the 2 Afnans, which that order they had to split because they're fucking terrible. But it came in a reasonable amount of time. But the order with Fig Me Up, because I figured you guys were going to vote for Fig Me Up. So I bought 2 bottles. I bought me a bottle and a you guys because I knew if I put it in the vote, it was going to, there are people going to vote for that. Let's win that. Sure enough. And that shit still hasn't shipped. It's been 2 weeks. There's a reason I gave them the nickname Sloma Shop, and they bit me in the ass giving them every time I give them a chance. They bite me in the ass, and they're like, "No, Ross, stop giving us your money. Please criticize us on camera. Please criticize how shitty we are." Please, Ross, we love to have a content creator with a voice to shit on how slow we are with inventory and shipping times. Please criticize us, Ross. That's what that tells me. So I have no choice, you know. Not everybody has this experience, but more times than not, let's say I do. So I'll wait a year, 6 months, 8 months, and I'll give them another chance, and they'll do the shit to me again. So it's like, it's so hard to keep giving them money. So eventually we'll have Fig Me Up, and we'll talk about it here on the channel. One of these days we'll get to do that. So good old Slumber Shop. But welcome. That'll be the main prize on the All-Star tier, I believe. Where is the mouse? There we go. Let me double check. Just so I can let you, because the voting's done. I mean, it's the 26th. Voting's done. So I believe it's All-Star tier. Ran away with the vote for Fig Me Up. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, and then 4-ounce Seraphim Musk got 64% of the vote for Hall of Fame. For Hall of Fame tier. So 4-ounce Seraphim Musk is going to be the main prize for the Hall of Fame tier. And then Fig Me Up got 45% of the vote. Which Boss Bottle Bold Citrus, 25%. Came in second place. We had 23% of the vote for Eros Energy. Poro L'Odyssey Eau de Parfum, only 7% of the vote. Nobody was interested. It's a damn good fragrance, guys. I would encourage you to check it out if you like the original. But there's that. Mandarino di Sicilia was one of the giveaways last month. Great fragrance. Picked up Aqua Sextius. It's such a good fragrance. If you like Fig, it's one of the better ones out there. It's really, really good. Tomorrow, fragrance haul video, because Fragrance Buy's got a sale running, and I've been holding off. I got Gentleman Society, Ombre. I've got Jules Mad, Stairway to Heaven. I've got a few others. What else? Explorer, Extreme is going to be in this haul video. I've been itching to open these fragrances. Everybody in the mama, when Fragrance Buy stocked Versace Mano Fresh Extreme, reached out to me. Randy, Jay, just all kinds of random people I got emails from people I've never seen before. Hey, they got it in stock. Guys, I just want to let y'all know, because I don't know if I've told y'all publicly, every 2 weeks I get a spreadsheet from Fragrance Buy. I'm a closely related affiliate, and part of the deal I got worked out with them is every 2 weeks they let me know what's upcoming in their big inventory restocks. So I've been knowing. So as soon as it dropped, I bought it. You know, I bought it right away. So I love you guys, and I love that y'all like, Ross, get it. You know, oh, it's there because y'all know I really want it, and or you really want my opinion on it, which I'm thankful for either or both, whichever one it is. I'm thankful for that. But yeah, just know when it comes to Fragrance Buy, I always know what they have coming in on their bigger restocks. A little random out of nowhere. They just stocked like 20 different fragrances just on a Tuesday. I don't get a spreadsheet for that, but every 2 weeks I get a spreadsheet for their big restocks, inventory restocks. So yeah, so I'm always in the know with that kind of stuff, guys. They're not sending me all these fragrances, but I get an opportunity like right when it drops. For those of you that have notifications turned on, it's basically the same thing. It's like I go by so I can do my review, you know, because it takes like a week for shit to get in, and we do our reviews and all that good stuff. So sometime next week, I got a shipping today. A couple of days ago, I bought those fragrances, and I bought some other stuff, and just got shipping notification today. So sometime next week, we'll do that haul video. Scandal Intense, I held off getting that from overseas because I knew it was coming through them. So I got Scandal Intense as well, and I forgot what else. A couple of things. I got 5 or 6 fragrances coming, but that's the 2 main ones I'm super excited about. So a lot of cool designers coming this way to the channel over the next, between tomorrow and next week. And if Joma Shop ever sends the shit I paid for 2 weeks ago, we've got a couple things. So I know that was a little bit of a rant, but kind of updating you guys. Good to see you, sir. It's in paradise. Mansara Wave Musk. You don't see too many people talk about that one. Sea salt, grapefruit, breezy, musky aquatic with fresh cut grass. That's so good. So good. Yes, sir. Mr. M.A. Styles. CK1 Summer Days. Beautiful kumquat fragrance. That's one of their best summer flankers they've done. I mean, what should I say? It's such a good fragrance. It's a shame that it got discontinued. It didn't get enough love when it was on the market. It's one of those fragrances that becomes fabled after the fact. It's so good. Good to see you, sir. Percival, never gonna go wrong right there. Mr. Donald, good to see you, sir. Coco Loco, or Coco Loco on Sunday myself. That was in the rotation this week. Kenneth, good to see you, sir. Aaron Terrence Hughes, legend. Son of the night's gonna be Mandala by Musk Milano, a beautiful churchy incense with real ambergris extract. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, sir. Coconut Lagoon. You never go wrong with that. Of course, that's already been in the rotation. 2 nights ago, I shaved, and that was in this morning's video. Mr. Joel's Matrix Legend EDP, the forgotten legend. That's still probably the best one for the base DNA. Just showing up for a second to say hi to the chat. Ross and George, busy at work. We'll watch the replay. Have a nice live. You enjoy yourself at work, sir. Indeed. No worries, guys. No worries, guys. I appreciate y'all coming to say hello. Zaharoff Renaissance Minty Citrus. Hoping to grab a sample vial of Seraphim Musk when they become available. They are available. Link is in the description box of this video. They are indeed available, sir. Discover. Oh, no, he didn't put them available. Well, we're going to have to fuss him. We're going to fuss him when he gets on here in a little bit. Don't worry. We're gonna handle that, guys. We're going to handle that. We're going to get that squared away for y'all. We're going to get them vials available. So stay tuned. Yeah, she's been having it. Tiziana Terenzi, Rosa Pompeii. Never tried that one. Charlie, good to see you, sir. Odyssey Revolution, good to see you, sir. Mr. Blaine, always a pleasure. Seraphim Red. Is that supposed to be a goat emoji? And if so, I sure appreciate that. Mr. Bishop, good to see you, sir. And hit that like and subscribe. Indeed, indeed. Mr. Bo, good to see you, sir. Rocking Toomey 19 degree. I need to wear that one again myself. Basically, their Aventus. That's really good. Good to see you as well, sir. Always a pleasure, Scott. That's a choice that you have to make. I'm not going to decide whether you should blind buy a fragrance or not. It's not my money. It's yours. I'm not going to spend your money. You are going to spend your money. I would say sample. If you would like to blind buy, that is up to you. It's a fantastic bowl of fruits, meats, fleshy, coconut, sweet, little woodsy. The cardamom doesn't really make it all that spicy. It kind of just brightens up the fruits. Red clementine, pineapple, I believe it was orange and apple and stuff like that. There's a lot of fruits, big bowl of fruits kind of thing going on. Good to see you, sir. Neptune's Trident from Argos and Loewe 7 Cobalt. That's a good 1-2 combo right there. Mr. Sean, good to see you, sir. Emeros this morning, but switched to Signature Extreme when I saw the thumbnail. Mr. Bishop with $20 super chat. I should appreciate that, sir. I don't have any trophies, medals. Trophies are overall championships, and due to a little bit of political favor, I took second in Open Class A for men's physique. And I was told after the fact that was indeed the case by many people in the inner circle over there that a little bit of political things were at play. I'm not saying I would have beat Enrico in Class B because he was pretty shredded, but I was kind of robbed from the opportunity, you know. Classic physique was crazy stacked. So I talked to a photographer today, beginning of next week at the earliest for all this stuff, because I wanted to go over it with you guys. That's why I haven't really talked about it, so y'all could really see. This is not even uploaded on NPC's site yet. Like classic physique, holy shit, that was stacked. I had no chance. Holy shit. You should have seen these dudes that showed up. Yeah, it was wild. And then with novice, they didn't separate us in the height caps and classes. It was all me and the big dude, me and the tall guys. For novice, it wasn't novice A, novice B like it normally is. It was just novice. Same thing with men's physique. It was just novice. So it was me and 2 other short dudes in physique. But classic physique, I was the short guy. And yeah, I don't even know what I placed, but I didn't medal. It was 8 of us in top 5 place. I didn't place. I didn't place in either novice. I took 4th in masters in classic and 3rd in open, 3rd, 4th, something like that. And then men's physiques where I was much more competitive, back into reality where it was 2nd, 3rd, and didn't place in novice. Because, yeah, it was just all the tall dudes. You know what I mean? A very different situation with all the tall dudes. It wasn't separated in the class like it normally is, but men's physique was very competitive for me. And yeah, I looked good, though. I looked good. I looked really good. Well, like I said, eventually we'll get to look at the posing routines and the presentation, the introduction presentation for Physique and the side-by-sides and all that good stuff. We'll do it in the live stream. I've been kind of holding off. Super determined, though. I'll tell you that. Been having a great week this first week of the off season. Because instead of just straight up reverse dieting, the goal is 15 pounds in the next eight weeks. We eating clean, but we doing some eating right now. Yeah, we doing some eating, that's for sure. So, but I appreciate that, Bishop. Where was I? Noir Extreme from Tom Ford. It's pretty good. I never felt like I needed a bottle though. I don't have a bottle. I've had a carded sample of it. I've smelled it at Sephora several different times where I've sprayed it on my hand. Christine, good to see you. Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice. That's what I'm going with. Final answer. Good watermelon scent. I love a good watermelon scent. Good to see you. FOMO Frag Lovers Tea. Mr. Joshua Kemp, good to see you, sir. Mind Games Blockade. You saw live stream clap for that one. That's a good one. What's up, Gator? Sphinx, Cereza Daiquiri. Can't wait to get my pre-order. Seraphim Musk. C.I. Saint, good to see you, sir. Coconut Lagoon. Got another one in the chat with Coconut Lagoon. I don't know where George is at. We're about to be 17 minutes in. George, if you're watching on your television, whether you're going to wear pants or not, go ahead and set your phone up. Let's get this ball rolling, please, sir, if you happen to be watching. Mr. Sean, good to see you, sir. Gel Boulin, I think I said that right. Seraphim? I might be butchering that. Kickscurky, my man. Tillier Cologne, Pacific Lime. Now we're talking creamy coconut and juicy lime. Kickscurky approved FWO Wolfpack for life. Yak Mob, Miss Bria, good to see you, B-Love. Always a pleasure. Beach Life, good to see you, sir. Galan Aqua Allegor Orange Soleil. I haven't worn my bottle of that in a while. Does it stay hot throughout the night there? How's the humidity? It's muggy in the mornings more than it is at night, I find. It all depends on if it rains or not or at night, on how muggy it's going to be in the morning when I go do cardio. It hasn't been too bad because it's been supposed to rain every day, and it hasn't really been raining much every day. Sunday, it kind of rained us out on the beach day because Mom stayed the extra day and didn't leave till Monday because we stayed at the hotel. We did a little staycation. We didn't check out till Monday. And, it started raining like 20 minutes after we got to the beach. That shit sucked. I mean, raining too. Bottom fell out the sky, so we had to bounce. That was brutal. That sucked. Because the temperature was nice. The beach was packed. It was really nice. A little bit of time. We had brunch by the bay. It was a good time overall, though. It's a good weekend. He was watching because he's coming up backstage. Mr. Michael Duncan, good to see you, sir. Eternity Aqua, good stuff. Authenticity Parfums, Summer Vibes 4.0. Salute right back to you, sir. Coco Loco and Citrine Combo, 25 degrees Celsius in northwestern Alberta. Virgin Island Water and Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford for a layer combo. City Rhythm, Martha's Vineyards for Scott. Hit or miss with shipping when you order from it. It's mostly miss. I would say miss 80 to 90% of the time. In my case, like 95% of the time. Montrese, good to see you, sir. D, what's going on, my man? Congrats on another successful competition season. Scent of the day, P-R by RDZ Parfums, an incredible mango and passion fruit fragrance with a coffee note. We got $1.99 from Jerry. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here and for your contributions. So, guys, I'm going to skip on down to the bottom a little bit because we got George backstage. Go ahead and bring him on here in just a second. Let me slowly scroll down. Let me scroll on down. I see you, Mo. I see you, Zav. I see everybody. I see Marcus in the chat as well. I'm just slowly making my way down the scent bubble. Good to see you, sir. Mighty Goose is in the chat as well. We're slowly making our way down. Steel Warrior, good to see you, sir. Quez, always a pleasure, gentlemen. John Barbados Vintage, the Justin Copeland special, FWO for life. Quez sampled Cinqueterra. I loved it and smelled very similar to something, but I couldn't put my nose on it. We got Andrew. Good to see you, sir. Versace Pour Homme. Appreciate that, sir. PJ, good to see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, based on, I believe he's looking down at his laptop, so I believe customer service will be open as per usual on these live streams. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the man, the myth, the legend, he had put out about 70% of your packages today, to my understanding, Mr. George Zaharoff. What's up, Georgie?
Hi there. How are you, Ross?
I'm doing well. So, if I may, right off the bat, is it just because you were too busy today, which I totally understand and is very believable, or is there a reason that samples are not yet available? So they were asking.
So I think tomorrow evening, because there's so much backlog that if I throw that in there along with all the other stuff, I think that I'm going to have
It'll be backed up too much.
a mutiny with Hercules and so
Yeah, because
we need to clear out all of the pre-orders first because we won't be able to fill them till next week anyway.
there's a lot of pre-orders, guys.
And there's a lot of orders too. Like we haven't even looked at anything that came in since Monday, regular orders.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of just couldn't do it. So it's gonna take them all week next week just to catch up.
So maybe this weekend.
It'll be this tomorrow evening.
So tomorrow evening, you guys will be able to order your samples. There you
So
go.
so hopefully tomorrow all of everything will be out tomorrow. We had a whole bunch of stuff just leave, a whole wave leave today, and the rest will be tomorrow.
I know you were super busy yesterday.
Yeah, and I have so many emails. I have a lot of emails.
I can imagine.
So, and I haven't been able to respond to anything. So, yeah. But
exciting stuff, though. Exciting stuff.
I'm grateful to everybody who has supported me throughout the years, who has supported me. I think people are going to really love it. I'm excited about it. We're all wearing it the whole room smells it as we're working.
I'm wearing it today too. I figured because I wanted to wear it this week, and when we decided we were going to do this live stream, I was like, "Oh, perfect for the occasion."
Yeah. One moment, please.
Exactly.
One moment, please. So all of you guys who really and you know what's exciting is that
that's why
I was talking to my. Did you guys hear that noise? Can you hear this? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. One moment, please.
There you go. There you go, Blaine.
Can you hear that or no?
I don't hear anything, but I got my volume at a moderate level. I hear that.
Okay. Look at this. Someone gave me this as a gift.
Puts out, huh? Little fan.
It's incredible.
Yeah, because when you put it by the speaker, it sounds like a little jet engine.
Look at this. It is like a super
forceful winds.
Now they wear this in Thailand and the Philippines in the jungles, the jungle cities, like where it's in the jungle, the band around the globe, that's the jungle. Mm-hmm. They wear these, Sri Lanka. And so I kind of like this. They gave it to me as a gift. I just put it here and I don't need the fan.
Well, that works out. Yeah, because it's like blowing your shirt all over the place. Now that I see exactly where it's blowing.
That's a little hit. So I just want to make sure no one can hear it. So Donald, everyone here has
I mean, I put my ear close to the speaker. I don't really hear it.
Huh?
I put my ear closer to the speaker. I don't really hear it.
Good. All right. And I'm glad that everyone, I hope everyone's doing well.
Well, 'tis the season for Coco Loco and citrine, which I wore Coco Loco on Sunday.
I'm completely drenched in citrine. You wore Coco Loco Sunday?
Yeah, I wore Coco Loco Sunday. That was our beach day. We went eat by the bay. I thought I had talked to you on the phone when we just finished eating, actually, when we had brunch. Mom and Heidi were having mimosas, the bottomless mimosas.
I wonder if I have, let me see, Coco Loco, the juice is going to be different colors.
I forgot you were doing that. I totally forgot about that.
Let me see if I could show people. I was
103 in Arizona for Mike Shanley.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I saw you posted the 96 on your dash when you were heading to the gym.
Right, it was going down as I was driving. It was 102 when I got in the car. I'm like, this is madness. So
when I get in the car when I leave the gym, because it's around 2-ish, like peak heat of the day, it'll say like 105, 103. But once I start driving, it drops into the mid 90s. But still, it's hot. And I got the breeze off the coast because we're literally right on the coast. Being a little further inland, it'd be 10 degrees hotter.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So hold on. I want to show you.
Sure.
I got to show you some shoes I got too that are
By the
going
way,
back.
guys, this is just an impromptu, hey, let's chat. No real topic or agenda or, hey, this is upcoming. We just was like, hey, you want to do a live stream since you're putting out the pre-orders? Sure. Let's get on and talk.
So we sell the I can't sell the I can't sell
PayPal is an option, correct, George?
what is?
PayPal is an option.
No, I don't have PayPal.
You got rid of PayPal ever since that shit had happened a couple of years ago?
Yeah. But there's like Afterpay, there's like a whole bunch of other stuff that
Yeah,
you
there's
can
Shop
pay,
Pay,
and everything. You
Pay,
can,
there's
all of that, all of
things.
that.
Yeah.
I wanted to find the different colors. Where? Hold on. Let me see if I can find this.
Scent Bubble said he's on the Arizona highways right now and says 110 on the dash. Oof.
That's hot.
And that's a super dry heat too.
That's hot.
Said it was 114 last week. Jesus Christ. Must be right around Phoenix. Phoenix is known for them record temperatures. Can I trade my clear Coco Loco for a colored one? After somebody buys a colored one, sure.
Let me see. I want to find.
Can you trade your used bottle for a new one? Probably not.
So there's something I want to address actually about something.
Jason Bircher, who's one of the bordering wealthiest people I know, wants to know if you accept EBT.
Electric bank transfer. I mean, is that what you want, Jason?
No, he means food stamps.
Oh, food stamps.
He's trying to be funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
He's the one that I say has screw you guys money, not quite fuck you money. Good to see you, Jason.
So here's one of them.
Ooh, I like that with that juice color. Really brings out the red.
Yeah, and then here's another.
So you really are changing the colors up completely, huh?
I think so, and I want to just have fun with Coco Loco. Coco Loco is,
Ooh, I like the purple. I like the purple more than the red. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I like that.
And then the blue. And then
I think the blue is still my favorite, though. The blue makes sense. I like the color of the blue, but blue's my favorite color, though.
So
yeah.
I think I'm probably one of the nicest guys that one will come across in life. I like to think of that, right?
I'd like to agree with that, sir.
And I had planned years to set everything up in France, the company, the bank account, the legal, the production. And I have to tell you something. I got to be careful how I say this because I'm not going to generalize a group of people. Okay.
Okay. Before you dive into what it sounds like might be a little controversial,
I won't be controversial.
Jeremy, which is totally fine. Jeremy's asking if you'll be able to pick the color or is it going to be random?
It's going to be random.
That's what I figured.
Because
last thing from Sean. Yeah. Go ahead before I dive into this.
No, say go ahead. What is the appreciate?
So he said, appreciate all you do, George. Can you give us a teaser? Is there anything in the works centered around an exotic or rarely used note that will grab our attention? And what is that note?
I think what you're getting now, let me tell you, the musk that you guys are getting in Seraphim musk is a Tibetan musk. It's something Alpine
deer.
I think you guys are going to love it. I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. In the cuss is so natural that they're trying to rework it because there's so much naturals that when they make it and macerate it, it has little oil bubbles. It's not macerating properly, so they're working on it. I think you guys will be very happy with. I think you guys are going to be very
is the
happy.
Natural color like a darker brownish kind of color? Because I would imagine it's a darker juice.
I have to check. I don't have it. I
don't have it either.
Didn't I send that to you?
Yeah, but I don't know where it's at. That's the thing. I want to say I remember it being pretty dark right away.
So, hold on. I need to plug in my.
So there is the next Privé fragrance is probably what you're thinking, Sean. Something that he typically doesn't use that won't be signature line. Huh, George? The next Privé fragrance is probably
and the next Privé fragrance is the most expensive fragrance.
Oh wait, no, because that's the codename Captivating you're doing next.
Yeah.
You pushed the one that was going to be number 2 to number 3, right?
The
you know what
yes,
I'm talking about.
yeah. But the
So
next to
it'll be
the
the third one because captivating's
yes, you're
just
right. Ross
yeah,
is right.
because
Yeah,
captivating's just crazy mass appealing. He can't stop fucking wearing it. That's why it moved up to the next
yeah.
release. He can't stop.
And I switched it out with Cuss too, and then the Z
Yeah,
creators. We'll see. Cuss might go
yeah,
into next
what
year.
I'm talking about is a polarizing note that's the centrally focused
Yeah,
note that he hasn't
that's the
used in any other
third.
fragrances.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually, you're right.
very artistic. Well done, but artistic still.
And so yeah, so that's what we're working on. I mean, there's always stuff going on. I like to be creative. I wanna be able to just add to the Zaharoff collection. There's as you guys might sense, I like being creative with my
There's your Irish fragrance.
fragrances.
Business Over Pleasure, Evening Mystique, which were my two releases, and Seraphim Blue are the fragrances that have been centered around Iris.
That turned out so beautiful. The collection is so beautiful.
It really is.
Holy cow! Did you guys?
But you were going into some controversial stuff. I halted you.
So the people that I have dealt with are one of the most, it's kind of funny, you're gonna laugh. I wanted to plug in my laptop and I ended up plugging in my phone instead.
Well, do you have enough battery life? Because this has happened multiple times where your phone died towards the end of the live stream.
I do have battery. I have battery on my phone. I just needed to plug in my laptop because my laptop went out. I'm like, why did it go out? It's because I plugged in the wrong.
Oh, so it's relating to the French. Okay, I know what the controversy is. Okay.
And
yeah, he's going to be careful of how he says this. I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah. There are amongst us on Earth some of the most horrible human beings that exist in the world. That's all I have to tell you, people. I'm in Chicago. I have
a lot of people wearing Coco Loco in the chat today.
Coco Loco is awesome.
Coco Loco in Paris Corner Coconut Lagoon. It is like coconut fragrance day. You guys should have told me. I'd have wore a coconut fragrance.
This is a perfect day for Coco Loco and
sorry to interrupt. I just noticed there's a lot of people wearing Coco Loco today.
I love it.
Probably 6 or 7 at least I've seen so far that have caught my eye.
I love it.
So my
thank you everybody. Enjoy your Coco Loco. I think it's awesome. Coco Loco is fabulous. So I'll give you an example. All right. So I would love to tell you the whole story.
Wants to scream.
But I won't. I won't do that. I'll give you an example. I've been to Italy this month 3 times. From Chicago, I flew to Rome. I came home. I flew to Milan. I came home. I flew to 4 times, 4 trips in 1 month. So I decided to get all my stuff, 60 pallets of components, and to bring it to Italy. And outside of Milan, there's this family, this fabulous filler. I love them. I have PTSD. When I send a message, I get a response in like 2 hours, no matter what time it is.
You're not used to that.
No, the French would be 3 days. And it would be half information. Like, I think they were sadomasochists, because I would say, like, what are the dimensions of the palette? And they would give me the length and the width without the height. And then I would have to wait 3 days. And then I would have to say, can I please have the height? And 3 days later, I would get an answer, that kind of stuff. So anyway, 2 trucks, they said, well, your stuff is in 2 locations. At 2 locations, I thought it's all in 1 location. So that's 2 trips, two separate origin, destination. So that's now costing me 2 times, even though I didn't know that. I'm going to just tell you this story and I'm done. All right, hold on.
No, do you think?
So they say...
Me platform, a Sue platform.
So, thank you, Ross.
Yes.
Thank you. So, I say I need to know how many pallets and the dimensions and the weights. And well, in this location, this is the email. In this location, we probably have about 20. In this other location, we have about 50. I go about. Like, what do you want me to do with the word about? I need to know in order to move stuff from one country to another. I'm in the States. I'm dealing with Italians, and I'm dealing with French, 3 languages. Okay, so it takes a month. And I'm like, you guys bill me. They will bill me the first of the month. And on the third of the month, I get the call saying, where's our money? This is the type of people. And when I ask where are my pallets, how many? It's drawn out and I don't know about this. But when you guys bill me, you know exactly what's what, right? So anyway, they tell me
$1 bill, y'all.
they tell me, yeah, and they say to me, when you go to pick it up, tell the truckers the code word is Zaharoff. Okay, so these are Italian truckers. They drive from Milan. They drive out 3 hours outside of Paris. They show up. They show up to pick it up. Now I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. My phone's buzzing, dinging, and this and that. George, the truckers are there. They're not releasing the goods. I call up France and I go, please. They're telling me that the goods are not being released. The goods are being loaded. They tell me, the French. Okay. I call Italy. They're telling me they're loaded. Okay, good. Finally. Oh, now I'm in the shower. The phone. What? They're not, George. So I put her on hold. One was WhatsApp. One is a regular phone. I have her, the Italian, on WhatsApp. I call the lady in France on my regular phone, so I can't connect the two.
You don't know the half of it, Jeremy. This is just the summary.
Yeah, you
don't
can't.
know the half of what he went through with this shit. You have no idea. And the cost
And
that he wasted. Yeah.
And so I could have bought my Bentley. I could have bought myself
my fucking Bentley cash for what he wasted.
So,
yeah.
So I call her up again, and this time the head person picks up the phone, so she sees my name on the caller ID or whatever the fuck they have over there, and she goes, "Everything is being loaded." I go, "I'm being told they're not being loaded; they're being refused. Everything is being loaded." I click over to the Italian, and I go, "She said that it's all being loaded." She goes, "George, I'm on the phone with the truckers; they're not letting them have it." And I click over. She hung up on me. I tried calling her back. They closed for the day. So it was 3 o'clock. And because they closed at 3:30, they did not want to wait a minute after 3:30 to load the stuff up. So they created this puffery. And because the trucks show up and they say, "We're here to pick up for Zaharoff." And they're like, "What's the code word?" And the truckers are like, "We're here for Zaharoff." Open sesame. Like, so I had to
literally say the code word.
Yeah. We're here for Zaharoff. So I had to pay the 2 truckers the delay, spending the night, and the next morning they allowed them to go. This is the kind of stuff, horrific. Like Dante's Inferno. How many levels did he have, guys? 8? How many? There are 8 levels of Dante's Inferno.
I don't know.
I think do you know the story, Ross? He goes to find his loved one, and he goes all down the levels of hell, and it's 8 levels, and then these women are on the 9th, like they're like with Lucifer, gaggling and having, just masochists torturing people and all this other stuff. So it's all run by ladies too.
Very standoffish ladies, to my understanding.
Unbelievable, and not at all compassionate to think, okay, he's in another country.
Or look at all the money he has given us. We should do what he's paying us.
To have me wait for a year and then to say, oh, anyway. So
point being, everything's much better now that he's moved everything.
Yeah, I feel so much better. Yeah. Oh my God.
This was just the brief summary of the many phone calls of venting that I have gotten of the situation. Guys, I don't know how he does it. I tell him all the time, "You're such a better man than me, the way you handle these situations." Oh boy. Oh, the things that would come out of my mouth. Unbelievable. Because
the moment you mention legal, they'll shut up. Because if you go, "I'm going to sue you," then they'll be like, "You have to deal with our lawyers." And if this is in France, what the heck? Now am I going to delay myself? I have learned. Go ahead, Ross. You were saying?
No, I was going to say, Kara, he has a filler and lab and everything here. Yeah. This is for operations in Europe.
Yeah.
He's got to have his own setup there for that for those set of countries.
So we have fillers in here. There's a great
he's got
lab in
local
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've been there.
all it is in order for us to sell Zaharoff in Europe, we need to fill in Europe. It just makes it easier, which is what we're doing
Duties,
now.
taxes, like shipping costs, air freight, like it's astronomical add-on financially if he doesn't.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like we're talking buy a house type of add-on.
Yeah, it's a lot. It all adds up.
For the amount of fragrance that he has to supply to the supply chain over there.
Right.
The cost structure, the weight. Think of the weight.
Yeah.
Of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of bottles, you know?
Weight and the space. You pay for weight and space. But
logistics, all the things.
You know? And it's hazmat. It's hazardous material, so it doesn't go with cargo. It's got to be a different type. Yeah, awful. Even though up in first class they're all drinking vodka and having the time all out, but a bottle of perfume, God forbid.
Right.
So does Mon just ship it directly to Europe? No. So also, Kaylin, it's interesting. It's so fabulous. So listen, guys, I love this. I love this shit. I love it. Love it. I love getting on an airplane, and I've been doing this since I was 20. I love.
Yeah, but given the circumstance, I'm sure you would have preferred to not have to go back and forth like that.
Not for this. Danimal, much love. So listen, someone asked me, so fragrance oil is considered a resource, like not a resource. What's it? It's called. What's the word, Ross? Like oil, diamonds. It's considered what you
natural resource.
Yeah, like a natural resource of the country. So you can't
because a lot of it's natural oils, so they're considered a natural resource.
Right, and so they need to pull out patchouli from Indonesia. You need paperwork. You need to know which area it came from, which farmers did it, which collective farmer did it, and what group, and then you want to make sure that you don't have like
commodity. Is that the word you were looking for? Two people said commodity.
It's like a natural resource. That's what I wanted to say. It's a natural resource.
Yeah,
it's a commodity too, but it's a natural. It's considered a natural resource, just like a diamond or quartz. Or you have to register it. And so when you pull, like I said,
it's all about the paper trail.
That's right. You need to have all your paperwork, and Mon wants to make sure that a lot of the fragrances from a certain part of the world, they don't have their documents, and so they're pulling and ruining. You don't know if they're polluting a river or a village, or if they're using child labor. You don't know any of that, which is highly likely that's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
And so Mon wants to make sure that every oil, there's a paper trail, and I want that too. And so,
guys, can we get 10 more likes? We got 90 with 160 people in the room. Can we get 10 more likes?
Yeah, let's do the 10 more likes.
Throw that in there real quick.
So, so all the paperwork is there. So Mon sends me the finished oil, and then it's up to me to macerate it. I design and create everything, the boxes to the caps to the bottles, and so I really have a plan to really. I haven't even reached the of what I'm able to do and create. So I hope to do more of that, and I think you guys are going to love the new Z Creator coming up. Ross and I were working on this packaging, and
oh boy,
and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be.
We were finalizing some stuff while he texted me. You ready for this?
At
like 6:10 this morning. I'm on the elliptical. I got on the phone. Let's see it. Let's do it. So
it's going to be fun.
We're finalizing the packaging right now. I got to say, this is the best part about working with George, because I create the fragrance with Claude, but the packaging is with George, right? And it's here's what I'd like to do. Here's what I like to center around. Here's where I want to go. And it just takes the littlest thing to get that hamster in that wheel to start rolling,
right?
In that mind of his, and the brilliance just comes. That's where George's gift, that natural gift of design, just comes out of him. I can't wait till you guys see what we came up with.
Yeah, I think you guys are gonna love it, and we want to.
This is, in my opinion, anyways, the best piece of storytelling, from the story to the visual to the olfactive, tying in together of the three. Of my three, in my opinion. I think it's the best work so far.
It's going to be fun, and
because we've learned a lot along the way, so naturally it should evolve to get better and better and better, right?
Right. Yep, and that's and I hope to continue. I'm hoping that that everyone will continue being a part of it and allowing me to live my dream, because I wouldn't be able to do any of this without probably the majority of the people in this room. I'm looking at people's names and they're all familiar to me.
Yeah.
Most of them are. And Roy, you're right. I'm not going to single out. I'm just saying that you're correct. I hope you're well, Roy. I sent your bottle out, your
Seraphim
Seraphim
Musk.
Musk, yeah. And so yeah, so
Pepe asked, "Do the U.S. and European variants smell different?" Which, correct me if I'm wrong, George is a Mon USA customer. The oil still comes from Mon USA.
yeah,
Correct.
so the sales office, Mine USA. So even though they have an office in the south of France, um, it all comes from Mine USA, because it's the people that backed me. It's very difficult to get a fragrance and flavor house to back you the way Mon did, and that's because it's all because of
When
Claude.
George came back, I was going to say Claude had a big to do with this, because
100%.
before George came into the fold with Mon wasn't just working with small, lesser known, or hasn't been around in decades, or just that's
Oh,
changed. Mon works with a lot of smaller perfume houses now that are more upstart, indie niche, what we would consider indie niche. Mon does a lot more of. He kind of, I don't want to say completely started that, but he was kind of the
I
guinea pig
did. That's right.
6 or 7 years ago.
I
They
was
weren't
the first
really
one.
doing
Yeah,
that then.
I was the first, the smaller guys, and because of Zaharoff, I want to say 90% of it is why they decided to open this up to other smaller
Because you'll notice
houses.
there's a lot of your day threes. I think Niles at one point was doing something with Mon, with City Rhythm. Who else? Because definitely day three.
What's his name? Gentleman's Nod.
Gentleman's Nod. That's who I couldn't get out. Chris with Gentleman's Nod. A lot of, and these are smaller
Yeah.
upstarts. Day three has expanded greatly, but there was a point when day three was out of nowhere, and it's when I had Michael on, shout out to Michael Paul, where he was saying some of the oils he was using, and he threw out Lornox one day, or Orchinox or something. I'm like, that's a Mon oil, so you work with Mon. Okay, that was how I discovered that, just him talking about ingredients one day, because there's certain things that are very exclusive that they created.
Right.
So it's funny how full circle this has kind of come. You've actually made a bigger impact in this space now that we're talking about it.
It's
And people
really
realize.
it's cool though, but I feel so blessed. I feel so fortunate. And for me, how do I say this? Like I'm just so happy that I'm able to continue doing what I'm doing, because first of all, Jeffrey, thank you everybody. I'm looking in the comments. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm very grateful for you. Thank you. Because most of you know my story. It says
Might as well offer pre-orders for my
yeah.
fragrance right now. Buying that one. No, I appreciate that, Gator.
So it's live right now, guys. At
Yeah,
creators, here you go. Get it. It's right now live.
I appreciate that. This is the most mass appealing of the ones I've done, is what I will say.
I think so. Yeah,
I
from what you're
think
telling
people
me.
are going to be very, very happy. The genre I went after is difficult to be unique in, but the story and it matches the aroma, and it's able to be as unique as it can possibly be for the genre. I think everybody's going to be very happy with this.
Yeah. I think so too. Much love, Central
Good to
Live,
see you,
Mauricio. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Good to see you. Good to see everybody. We got a lot of people randomly popping in saying hello.
It's nice. I like that. And so thank you. And so yeah, so there's a lot of things that I still want to do next year, planning next year's, and I'm going to Egypt. So I'm going to go to Greece, spend a week with my family in Greece. I'm going to lock myself off and just sit in front of a sun. I think
How long are you going for? You're going for a couple of weeks, right?
So I go from the 2nd to the 17th.
Oh, so a little over 2 weeks.
But I'm going to spend the 12th to the 17th. I'm going to Cairo, Luxor, and Alexandria in Egypt, because next year I'm doing.
I know you're not going to have some business involved with travel. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I'm doing some Egyptian themed stuff, and so imagine the packaging on that, guys. So I just want to go and I want to get my creative juices going and start thinking of how things are going to look, and I want to play around with stuff. Centralized, much love. And that's someone who has supported. I think he has every single fragrance in the collection.
From
There's
the
a lot
beginning,
of people.
too.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Good to see Barry.
There's a lot of people that have all the fragrances, and it's anyway. I'm just so grateful. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so grateful.
I'm just proud of the impact and evolution that you had. Because I think back from Signature Pour Homme to where it stands now, with just how creative you are with the packaging and everything, and you've now expanded to a new line, a private line. Like, look at that special packaging for Precious Treasure, and even the secondary packaging.
Yeah,
it's so nice. The turntable style box and everything, you know.
It's
a lot goes into it.
Tony, hi Tony. But Ross, look at, we started together.
Not too long after, like, you were in this. Signature Pour Homme was out for like 5 or 6 months before I started.
And then we met. Yeah, I'll never forget. We were talking on the phone. I was on the expressway going from the office to here, and
I was standing outside my office at Mercedes. Because we were just messaging for several days, and he was like, "You want to get on a quick call instead of us just texting all the time?" So
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it was good times. And I said,
like, "Do you have time?" I'm like, we were winding down. It was like a Tuesday or something. We were dead. Yeah, let's go sit on the phone.
Crazy time.
Here we are now.
Here we are.
Yeah, a lot's changed in that 6 years, George.
Isn't it? Kara, thank you, Kaylin. So I'm looking at some of these stuff. Tony, hi, Joe.
Yeah, we got some questions for you, George.
Okay, so it says, George, what about a unisex line? Never thought about doing that. So Kara, the Rosé, Bloom, Bizan, that's the unisex. That's the unisex.
I think Citrine's pretty. It leans a little masculine. Like where that she loves Coco Loco. She's a big Coco Loco person.
So they asked about doing tropical fruit. So Kaylin, Orem. Geez, I can't. My children. So there's a couple planned. I don't want to have the same redundancies. So in other words,
yeah, like honestly, I'd avoid mango and passion fruit because everybody's doing it.
And so
unless they're supportive and not the focal point, because everybody's made mango and passion fruit focal point fragrances lately, which they're amazing and I love them, but there's a lot of them right now, and you'd look like you're following the trend.
Yeah, and also we don't have Zaharoff doesn't have a fruity fragrance, so I want to do a fruity fragrance. And
I would say the closest thing is this, but it's still centered around coconut though.
Right. It needs to be more fruitier, more.
This is more about coconut, clementine, cardamom, and vanilla. I would say are the main things here. The bowl of fruits, but the clementines what stands out, you know.
Right. That's anyway. So shout out Lions Pride. Thank you. So the new filler has a store in Milan that sells perfume, and she carries my stuff, and I didn't know that. And she goes, "You know, I carry your stuff," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" So crazy, Ross. If you would have told me.
Appreciate the super chat. Thank you, Lions Pride.
Crazy. Anyway.
Congratulations on an Egyptian scarab-shaped wooden box. Would be a killer presentation.
We'll see.
Coco Loco and Citrine is almost fruity. Vanilla, hashtag vanilla is life. That is a thing around here. Yes, that makes Saga very happy if she's still here.
And so there's a lot of different opportunities, and I kind of showed Ross kind of a roadmap of Zaharoff of what I kind of envision. And so we'll see. I hope you guys, and some of you will take a pass on some of you will be like, okay, I'll support that one. But always get a sample, please.
That's the best way to go. Yeah, it's only if the way we encourage the pre-sale is if you just know you're going to buy it, here's your opportunity to get it the cheapest you're going to get it, because he doesn't run sales and you're not going to find him in the gray market. You're going to find him from him. So to get a really good discount, that's the reward.
That's right.
Is being willing to support the brand at the launch. Whereas it is the safer play to do the sampling, and it's not like it's an astronomical amount more you're going to pay, but you will pay more to wait. So there's a trade-off. It's like, do you want to get the price? Do you want to wait and sample? So it's kind of
Right.
Not
I
really
think
a game, but it's almost like a game you're playing with yourself. Like, do I want the mystery of it and get a good deal, or do I want to wait and sample and
right.
get maybe a little less of a deal? Because you can still get 10% all it. Like, it's just me thinking out loud.
And I do the pre-sale before we ship because I have retailers now, and they're seeing this, and they are not happy with it.
No.
And so yeah, they're not happy with what I'm doing, but that's why I do it before. I do it for you guys, for those that want to just diehard Zahara fans, and then I have to go revert the moment the stuff. So I think tomorrow it's gonna go back to the regular price. Will be the last time once everyone starts getting their bottles. Blind
I
Butt
think
says tomorrow.
this is safer for most people. Like,
Thank you, Ben.
if I would say if 8 out of every 10 fragrances you've tried from Zaharoff you're a big fan of,
Yeah.
you're the demographic that's like, you're a safer play for blind buys most of the time, because they all share the base DNA that's just manipulated and twisted when it's the signature line, you know.
And a lot of people have your
Recreate.
taste too, Ross.
Yeah.
A lot of these people that have Zaha fragrances, they're gonna know what to expect from
Yeah.
the ones that are coming out. They
Look,
get
I
an
don't favor
idea.
every single fragrance.
Yeah,
There's ones I
right,
gravitate to. There's 6 or 7 that's like my go-tos, and on occasion I'll wear others. You know,
right,
like I think Extreme's incredible. Leather Tobacco is phenomenal, but they're very situational for me. Those
right.
will hardly ever get worn, but I think they're some of his most impressive fragrances he's ever put out at the same time. It's just for my daily life, they don't always make sense in my t-shirt get up all the time, you know. Whereas something like a Seraphim Musk, the Seraphims in general, Coco Loco, Citrine, Rosé, things like that, they suit my daily life a lot better. Royale X is another one.
And thank you, Ross.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much. Ross is very much a Zaharoff man, and I think because also we're very good friends and people know that, so there's gonna be an affinity for it too as well, like all of you guys here.
Fun.
So let's go. Hold on now. Let me see here. I wish what are the base common DNA of the signature line? The base is basically the myrrh, the sandalwood, the oud, uh,
Lavender.
the lavender, yes, the
Most of them have lavender.
clementine, the luxury. I love smooth fragrances. I don't like bitter. I like the
You
smooth. I
don't
like
like sharp
smooth.
fragrances either.
Yeah, yeah. Just luxe.
No.
I've never smelled a Zaharoff. Thank you, Roy. And I think I passed up some of the other comments that went up, and I hope that I didn't miss anything. And I just saw I saw some new names, and I just wanted to thank. One moment, please.
So our banker, because I told George this already, I'll
You
share
tell
with
me
you
that.
guys. We opened
That's
up an
awesome.
account at Regions today because we have Chase, but there's no Chases here. Well, Regions we have in Louisiana, Mississippi, all the places we frequent, plus here. So we went to open a joint account here. And right away, our banker Heidi was wearing Bloom. And
That's
she
awesome.
fawned over Bloom on and off for about 45 minutes. Yesterday, she fell in love with Bloom. I was wearing Jacquard blue. She didn't give 2 shits about what I was wearing, but boy, she loved the hell out of what Heidi was wearing. It's something about the way the white florals come off with that incense, and it's just a natural smell. It's very captivating. It's not girly, young girl, fruity, candy, sweet kind of stuff. It's more elegant. It's captivating, I guess would be a good way to put it. Bloom is that. It's Heidi's favorite Zaharoff fragrance. She
And
was
I
a
think
guinea
I think
pig.
she also inspired. I think she also inspired.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
She
yes,
was the guinea pig
Heidi
tester.
was Heidi inspired that,
Yeah.
and so so the roses, the people who bought the rosé in the large size, it's gonna ship Monday. We haven't been able to do any of the orders this week, so it's gonna just be pushed to next week. Those will get shipped. I just saw a comment, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for supporting. Ross has a release coming. Yes, Luis, we're doing a Z Creator 3 in the fall.
Yeah. In the summer, beginning of fall is the target time.
We've got to see how long it will take to get the components. Is there anything else? I want to make sure that I just saw
So I
everybody.
can't promise signing every bottle. That's a
Yeah.
lot of bottles if I sign every bottle.
See
It gets
Bob.
sold. Now we do the cards though, and based on request, I think would be the best. If anybody genuinely wants me to do that, I think based on request would be the way to go, kind of the way George does it. Because I have had people ask me to do that before,
Right.
sign the box or sign the bottle. He's got special pins for that.
Yeah. Mark, thank you. Mark Webb. I've never seen that name before. Mark Webb. So thank you. Okay. So I get from time to time, hi, I have a bottle of your fragrance. It's half full and it's leaking. And the fragrance has soured. I sent Ross this the other day too. So if the pump
Yeah, just
works,
when the time comes, guys, just reach out to me then. I won't remember right now. Sorry, George.
pumps, it's okay. Pumps, if it's not defective when you first buy it, the odds of it becoming defective are so minute. So if someone buys a bottle of perfume, goes halfway through the bottle, and then it doesn't work, and then there's an issue with the perfume as well, or there's a leak, it's because someone opened it, pulled the seal, decanted, did whatever they do, which is none of my business. If you buy a bottle, it's none of my business what you do. But don't then come back to me and say, hey, by the way, I bought this bottle in the fragrance marketplace and it's leaking or it has soured or it's
Remind me when the time comes, Dan.
so you guys be careful about what you guys buy in general with any perfumes, especially like these Z head, like the true frag heads, not Z heads, these true the frag heads they're buying, they're decanting and they're trying to get their money back. And so it's like before the car reaches 100,000 miles, they sell it at 90,000 and then there's issues with the car. It's the same thing. You guys just be careful what you buy. But if something's leaking or it doesn't smell good and it's half full or half empty, however you want to see it, it's because it's been fucked around with.
Been
That's all.
tampered.
Yeah, it's been tampered with, and just be careful with that. That's all.
And we
Is
don't have
any,
charge for nothing like
so
that, guys.
citrine, Seraphim Blue, and Coco Loco. Seraphim Blue, just a little bit, have the clementine in it. Have some of the same mon oils in it. So I've never did Seraphim Blue and citrine though, but I have to.
I don't
If
really
any,
layer because
huh?
like I love because I mean this is perfection for me. I don't know how many times I got to scream that from the
Yeah.
mountaintops. I can't imagine putting something else with this because I don't want to risk it not smelling like this because
Yeah.
I love this fragrance so damn much. You know.
Wow, Ross.
Yeah, you know me. That ain't a thing.
Yeah, you have. Wow, I
It's
never
1 year
saw that.
old, and I went through half the bottle.
Look at
George, to
that.
go through 30 ml of a fragrance takes me like a decade most of the time.
It's crazy
You know?
that way.
Yeah,
I'm
years.
glad you like
Maybe
it.
not a decade, but years it takes me to go through that.
I'm glad you like it. It's
Oh,
thank you.
it's my favorite
That's awesome.
fragrance. You
That's
know,
awesome.
it's. I remember when Rick said it. It's almost like you and Claude made it for me, and it would have been my third fragrance.
Crazy.
I can't argue that point. I love it that much. Yeah, hell yeah. It's absolutely something that just feels tailor made to my taste.
I love
It's so
Claude.
good.
Love him so much. You guys, Claude is going through a little bit of a difficult time with
I didn't know if you were going to touch on it.
and
Or
so
not.
if you guys just want to keep him in your prayers,
Please do.
just a little prayer for the good ones that are out there in the world. And are we gonna go any centralized? I'm trying to get used to through TikTok. I know I need to post more.
It's
Louis,
been a little bit. You've been busy though.
yeah.
You've been doing a lot of back and forth with Italy.
So I'm hoping things will just relax a little bit and good stuff.
You
So
should
yes,
definitely get a sample. Look, don't run the risk if you don't normally spend
yeah,
150
don't do
page
it
on a fragrance. Spend
and,
7.
and use Ross's discount.
Yeah, you'll say. I mean, it's not much. It's 10% off of 7. It's 70 cents, but it's still something. So let's say you end up really liking it and you know what, I would like to get a bottle, that's where your savings comes in, the 10% off the bottle, then you're saving 15, 16, 17 bucks on the bottle.
Right. I meant if you, in terms of wanting to get a bottle, the 10% of
and make sure you sign up for the rewards account and get your notes, I think they're called.
Yeah.
So you can pile up your rewards.
That's right. I get your. I mean, people are using a lot of their points. It's kind of awesome to see that too. And so
it's there for a reason. Use it, guys.
You got to use the same email address though. Make sure, because I don't know. Some people will have 5 different emails and they'll buy from 5. They'll buy 5 different times, and so it's like combine them all. Yeah, stack them notes, baby.
Yeah, I like how Kaylin said prayers for the Arizona perfume god.
Yeah,
Claude is from France, but based out of Arizona.
Kelly, it's good to see you. Jared, much love. I'm happy. Chris, you guys, thank you. Like, I know that you guys feel it, because I feel the energy from everyone in this room, and I'm sending the love back and the gratitude, and I hope you love the Musk, the Seraphim Musk. I hope you guys have a wonderful the rest of your summer. And I gotta show you some funky shoes, Ross. I got
really quick before we do the shoes, guys. Yep. Sincerely, I see the prayers up for Claude. Yeah, Claude's in Arizona. He lives in Arizona. Sincerely, for those of you that are God-fearing men and you do say your prayers at night, please add Claude to your prayers. Sincerely, he's a little bit of health challenges, and that's a great man, and he's last of a dying breed in this space.
He's an incredible human being.
There aren't. I mean, this man's been a master perfumer for over 5 decades, so yeah. And look, it's not just for his art and for his work. He's a genuinely wonderful human being. Incredible. Brilliant mind. So just, not the best health. So please, for those of you that do say a little prayer, please add Claude Deer to your prayers tonight.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And AJ, for you to get anything out of a rose, out of a flower, an oil, you need to have a lot of it. That's why you see the big vats, and they have to put layers. But if you want to distill your flowers, you could do it. Just look it up. You could steam distill it if you want. It depends how much you have. But these, the women, they get baskets and baskets to squeeze oil out of that. It's so, and I think roses are the most expensive oil. So if you're able to do that, go online. I think you can distill it. What, Ross?
Iris
is also. Oh, is that AJ? Oh.
That's the most expensive.
For perfume. Oh, Iris is the most expensive?
Yeah, Iris is the most expensive. Per Mr. Claude Deer. He explained to me. This was a couple of years ago. He told me it was $80,000 a kilo 3-4 years ago. I'm sure it's probably 100,000 now. The way cost has gone up over the years.
I was talking to Ross. I was talking to Claude, and I told, and we're talking on the phone just about 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I go, thank you, Claude, so much for everything that you've done for me. And I go, you've given me new life. And he goes, George, you've given me life too. And he goes, and I love you very much. And I'm like, oh my God. But it's beautiful. I love you too, Claude. He's a good guy.
Yeah, guys, he almost exclusively only does work for George at this stage. Yeah. Pretty much like it's got to be a special project for it to not be something he'll do for George at this stage in his life.
It's a good guy. Good people in the world, and
I am truly blessed and privileged to have been able to work with this man on creating 3 things. Because in the grand scheme, they're just things. It's the picking, the conversation, the sharing of the knowledge that he's given to me. There's just thank you for the opportunities for that, George. None of that takes place without you. But that's a relationship I did not think I would ever have.
Right.
That I am
it's not
so
over.
Privileged to have.
Right. I feel the same way, Ross. And it's not over. It's just, it's not over. Good vibes out into the universe.
We just know he's having a little rough road right now. Yeah. That's all. He's in our thoughts. That's why we're talking about it so much,
So something more lighthearted. I got to show you these shoes. Let's
change the subject.
Do you know GW Anderson, Ross?
Sounds familiar.
So he has his own brand. He's under LVMH, and now he's the head designer for Dior. But so I saw these shoes. They're famous. You might have seen. Hold on. I gotta show you these.
God, I can only imagine where this is going. I can only imagine. Harvest every 8 years. No way. Yeah, so it's every 3 years for iris specifically. Claude walked me through the process with that. It's a 3-year from cultivation to oil creation is a 3-year process for iris flowers.
All right.
Great.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. This is going to be wild. I just have a feeling. And he's going to say, "Aren't these beautiful?" Watch.
They're beautiful, but they're very difficult to wear. They're hard to wear. But look at this.
Oh, wow. That was not what I was expecting. Gigantic, like dual Cuban link on the foot. They're like Birkenstock style, but
Yeah.
like I'm assuming that's not hollow and that's solid. Is that solid?
It's solid, yeah.
Oh, wow. So that's heavy.
It's heavy and it's very difficult on the feet. They're unwearable.
That's what I'm saying. I would think that would push down on the bone on the top of your foot a bit.
And so I got these. I know it's J.W. Anderson, and because I always, I have to
More than one color.
Yeah, so
you got more than one color, I'm sure.
I got them in black.
There we
The
go.
loose side.
Clear. Okay.
They're so beautiful.
I don't hate them. I don't love them, but I don't hate them either.
I just wish they were comfortable because I like my my
He said
clogs.
it's like a combination of Birkenstocks and Diesel Only the Brave. There you go.
Probably right.
Mules with giant Cuban link that make Raekwon jealous.
And these are very practical. You can't travel with these.
No, Roy said that looks uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm confident those are not comfortable.
They're uncomfortable.
Yeah, George is the clog king. Like 90% of his footwear is clogs of some kind, for sure.
So I thought I'd share that with you guys.
I like the brown ones better too, Benjamin. I'm with you on that. I like the brown ones with the metal versus the clear, gigantic Cuban links.
They're lucite, so they're heavy. These are lucite, so they're heavy as well. It's the same.
Now, see, I like the leather to the black. I just don't like the lucite look as much as the metal look.
Yeah. So I know that shoe guys. So
yeah,
thanks for having me, Ross. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure to have you on, and let's just have a conversation
have a good
and
time.
catch up. Yeah.
And you guys, thank you for again. Have a great summer. I hope you guys love your Seraphim Musk. And I hope you guys have a great summer. Devontae, much love. The tracking labels created on 6/24. UPS has got those. Yes, Devontae, they were picked up. Your order was sent as well. So because I packed your order, I packed your order myself. So
yeah, when I'm there, it's funny when we see all the familiar names and everything.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since I've been there, but when I go, if he's got a bunch of orders, I help pack orders. Yeah, plus, when we do the Zed Creator stuff, of course, I'm packing all those orders too.
So I think, it's kind of funny. So Marlo, thank you, everybody. Much love. And thanks, Ross. Many blessings.
My pleasure, Georgie. Thanks for coming to spend a little bit of time with us because I know it's a very busy stretch right now.
No, you're awesome, and I'm glad because I had said, I'm like you want to do this Monday or next week, and I'm glad that
nope. I already told everybody in the shorts video we were doing it tonight.
And I love it. I'm glad that we did this. I'm really happy. So thank you. I love this, and I'm very grateful for you having me on your channel as well because I know this is your home, and so thank you for having.
We got 175 in the chat right now. I appreciate everybody come spend a little bit of time with us. Pretty
how many likes do you have?
I would assume over 100. Let me click refresh and see where we're at here. We've got 143. I appreciate that, guys. Really good ratio right there. Really good ratio. Love it. It helps. It for the playback after the fact, after the live stream processes and ends up on whatever algorithm. It helps if it's already got a lot of engagement. That's why you'll hear live creators talk about, please, can we get those likes up? Because after it's not live, it helps push it. For those of you that didn't know, it'll help.
That's awesome. And sometimes I don't see all the names I'm watching everyone on my TV now, and so thank you everybody, Jared, Lewis, Blaine, Mitch, Keith, Mauricio. I love you, Mauricio. Marco. Mauricio has his cat. The Dragon Ladies. I love it. Mauricio has his cat. What's the name again? Something. But come on, Pokey Zaharoff, the cat.
Pokey Zaharoff. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I love it. All right, much love, everybody. And as of tomorrow, all of the orders will be out for Seraphim Musk, and then anything that was placed this week, we're gonna have everything sent out next week. Okay, so just patience and thank you.
And samples will be available starting tomorrow evening for those of you waiting to order samples.
I love it. I'm so happy. Yes, so I want to tell somebody, Elhan. So it is a Syrian. It is the reason why it's a seraphim is because the seraphim originated of these flying beings with wings. It started with this culture, the Assyrian culture. So those are the first winged creatures in history, and it moves along, and then it goes to Christianity. So
But
that's
only
why
this one looks like George Zaharoff.
I thought I'd have some fun, and so it's so beautiful. It turned out beautiful. Now, the cuneiform, the little notches that you see in the actual plate, it spells out Zaharoff in that language. If you go to my Instagram page and you go to the picture where it shows it, you could. It's the third picture in the post, and it actually will show you what spells out Zaharoff. So it's actually Zaharoff in cuneiform on the box and on the plate. So love is in the details, because the details are what's expensive, and that's why there's embossing, debossing. There's
This is
different layers,
debossed.
different colors.
Zaharoff
Yeah,
debossed. Seraphim Musk is debossed.
beautiful. But look at the gloss on that too. Jesus, it's
Yeah, it
beautiful.
shines.
Yeah,
I
and
love the
it has,
color palette too.
it turned out just. And then on the side is the tree of life. If you flip it over, yeah, there you go. And so I just I want to give something that I would want for myself. I want to make sure that,
Something you can be
uh,
proud to display in your collection.
yeah, that's right.
Enjoy
That's right.
wearing.
So thank you, everybody. And okay, I just wanted to share that. Much love. Back to the Epic of Gilgamesh. That's right. That's right. All right. Bye, guys.
Have a good one, Georgie.
Thanks, Russ. Love you guys. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Zaharoff has left the building. So probably next live stream, I'm hoping Monday, maybe Tuesday. It depends. I'm hoping the photographer's done. He said he's hoping to be done with everything Sunday. He initially told everybody 2 weeks. I'm friends with the guy that's the photographer for the show I did. So, because that, I know not everybody's going to care. We'll talk fragrance. We'll do everything. It won't be centrally focused around, hey, look at me on stage. Let's do the comparisons. Here's how it went. Here's this. But a good section of the next live stream will be us going over that. So any of you that actually care about me at that capacity of personal life stuff that doesn't involve fragrance and personal achievement and so on, we'll be doing that in the next live stream. I'm gonna wait till I have everything from the photographer. So hopefully Monday, maybe Tuesday, we'll see. Right now, the next releases are probably going to be our fragrances. I don't think he's dropping anything before then. He might be dropping. Actually, he might be dropping the Privé fragrance before he drops ours, because we're finishing up packaging right now. Mine's done. Justin's is pretty much done, like 95%. I saw Justin's finalized stuff today. It's a fucking amazing. And the Mystery Third, he's about 80%, I would say. So we're just finalizing the packaging and everything. The fragrances have been done. So we're looking at end of summer, beginning of fall is the timeline. That's the current targeted timeline. That's not inked and, etched in stone, but that's the current timeline. So because of that, I don't know if he's going to be dropping. He hasn't told me if he's dropping anything. I should have asked. I mean, we talked about things that are upcoming, but not exact timelines. I think Precious Treasure came out around end of summer last year, so I think that's going to be an annual thing for a Privé fragrance. So that if there's another house release, it's probably the Privé release before the Zed Creators. So that's what's going on. No, not yet. He'll send me one. Trust me, I want that plate. Yeah, I just want to have it. I don't need to spray it. I still got plenty in my 2-ounce bottle, and I got another backup 2-ounce bottle. But yeah, it's I guess with that a couple of months then. Yeah, so not too long down the line. So August, September, October realm, somewhere in that timeline. Obviously, August is a very early hope, and October is kind of like it'll definitely happen by then, So that's what I'm saying. Kind of Q3, Q3 of the year. That's been the idea, even though I was kind of being vague with you guys. That's kind of been the target the whole time, is Q3 of the year. So that's the plan. Again, not etched in stone, but that's the target. Should be able to happen, barring any setbacks. Shit happens with supply chain, and you never know. Shit happens. So, but that's the current timeline. I'm not going to tell you what it smells like and names and any of that stuff. No, that's stuff that nobody's going to know until it's, hey, here's the video. You won't get any of that. Definitely won't get any of that, because you got to keep some things, you got to keep close to the vest. All the information that's been shared to this point is just, it was new for us. It was something George was like, hey, let's talk about it a little bit leading up this time and just try it, because we never did that before. So me and Justin have been talking about it a little bit here and there. Obviously me much more. I'm live more often than Justin, even though I haven't been live as much lately. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with everything. Get money saved up. Oh, okay, so I didn't see this previously. Now this comment makes more sense. What is it? You won't know until the time comes, my man. You won't know exactly what it is. It's the most mass appealing fragrance I've done, for sure. It's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit. I can honestly tell you, anybody that has negative things to say about it just wants to hate on me. I promise. And there'll be people that'll say negative things about it that haven't even tried it, just to try to hurt, try to attempt to hurt sales and shit. Like, because there's people out there that are going to do that. So just know that's a thing when the time comes. It happens every time, and that's fine. Look for your actual online friends' opinions instead of random ass people you've never heard of, or obvious bullshit, because sometimes you can see it's obvious bullshit. So I'm not saying every single person that tries it is going to be in love with it. There's going to be legitimately some people, that's every fragrance, that might not be for them, or maybe they're not as impressed as they hoped they would be, or whatever the case. But for the majority of you here, I almost guarantee all of you in the chat that are regulars here, you'll love it. You'll love it. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. You're going to love it. We know each other's taste well enough. And when y'all see what me and Claude and George created here, y'all can be like, holy shit, I'm so glad this is the route you went. I promise y'all are going to be very satisfied. Very, very satisfied. So I'll promise that. Yeah. And it's not an Iris fragrance. It's not a flanker to business over pleasure like Evening Mystique was. It's something totally different. I'm super, 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 super proud. I think it's my best work to date. Between the story I'm telling, what I wanted to do, how personal it actually is, you'll understand when the time comes just how personal. There's me. It's a piece of me in this, right? Claude nailed it from the start. And George knew exactly, like I told George, this is what I want to do with the packaging. And that hamster in that wheel started turning quick, like I told you guys. It only takes something to trigger that little hamster on the wheel to start spinning in his head, and the creative juices start flowing. And what has come from it, I couldn't be more proud of. Couldn't be more proud of, guys. Might have to grab both. Well, I can't really speak on, I'm not going to say anything as far as Justin's. Like, that's the little bit I'll say as far as mine. But yeah, it's not my place to speak on Justin's behalf with this kind of stuff. My favorite fragrance of the year so far, top two are definitely Seraphim Musk and Trey Oros from Day 3 Fragrances. As far as designer, it's kind of a toss-up between the two Carolina Herrera releases, Bad Boy Elixir and 212 VIP Black Elixir. They're just not suited for this time of year. That's why I'm not really talking about them all that much, because I got 212 VIP Black Elixir sitting right here. I pull the cap and sniff it all the time. I think it's so, nobody's talking about it. Even before the summer, nobody was really talking about it that I know of. I think this is such a great release for them. This is like 1A and 1B. The two Carolina Herrera fragrances are my favorite designers released this year. Metallic Musk Spice Bomb Flanker is really good too. That's like my number 3. But the two Carolina Herreras and Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. But there's a lot of good designers. So breaking down the 10 best, in my opinion, at the end of the year is going to be even tougher than last year. So we're going to have to do multiple tiers for like upper tier, middle tier, and then maybe just like the, solid ones, try before you buy, but have some charm, have something to offer. Like, we're probably going to have to add tiers, because so much, at least minimum, very good designers have come out this year. There's really a flock of good stuff. firmly believe that will not be the case. 100% confident in that. Oh no, it's just an attempt for fodder and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's a real strong possibility, I would say. I can't say what it is because that's what I just said. I'm not going to say what it is. You won't know until the time comes. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for it. I hope so. I think everybody's been very excited. The video is going to be very special too. Like I bought a drone for some of the footage. So I have a drone now. It's literally the cases right there. I bought a drone to film the video. So just to give you an idea, it's going to be very different this time around. Everything's very different. You have a good one, Roy. Thanks for coming to spend some time with us. I know. Love you too, Jason. I appreciate that. Thank you, Wes. We'll shut it down here in a second. We're about to hit the hour and a half mark. Hour and a half, we'll shut it down. They dropped another CH Men fragrance. They did. I was looking at it. I think it's like a leather patchouli. It's very earthy. I was like, later. Because like if I buy it now, I'm just going to sit on it. I looked at it the other day because they dropped the CH Men flanker, and I looked at it and I was like, I'm just not going to wear that right now. It doesn't make any sense. I can wait till it hits discounters and gets cheaper. Gets in that $80 range or so in the fall, because that's when I would attempt to wear something like that anyway. It's just not practical for right now. It's just hot, Oh, I love me some Perseus. Yeah, I wore it 2 days ago. That's this because this is the current rotation. What, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then today, Thursday. Oh God, yeah. I don't know why people are sleeping on it, dude. The moment I saw the notes and it stocked at Carolina Herrera's website, I bought it up quick. So, that's gonna be a banger, and it is. It's a spicier VIP black. It's a banger if you like spicy fragrances, man. Absolute home run. That's really good. Both cobalts are really, really good. Yeah, really good. Now the cobalts smell nothing like Bad Boy Elixir and like regular Bad Boy Elixir, the newest release, the brown bottle. That's like a spicy leather iris. Like it's actually pretty nuanced. That's why I'm so impressed by it. But it still has that cacao vanilla kind of Bad Boy Extreme base DNA in there. It's just really an evolved version, a much more mature version of the original DNA. Like they really did some good work. Carolina Herrera is just dropping some gems this year. I'm sure whatever this new CH Men flanker is fantastic. Let me go to it. We'll look at it real quick. We got a couple more minutes. Where's it at? I know what the bottle looks like. Right here. Wild Love. Yeah, black pepper sage patchouli leather. So it's going to be a darker, heavier fragrance. And then bottle looks cool. The bottles always look cool. I got to say, Carolina Herrera's really stepped their game up. I'm sure this is going to be good. It's just so not for the season right now. That's why it's like I'm just going to sit and wait. I'll grab it later. It just doesn't make any sense right now. I'd just be buying it just to have it when I'm not going to wear it at all. I'll do an unboxing, spray it, and that it'll get shelved until, at the earliest October. See, I haven't tried the newest one. I haven't seen it yet at the rack stores. I've been keeping my eye out. Yeah, Vibrant Summer was great. Last year's one, that was great. Castley's too damn expensive. That's why I haven't bought it yet. I don't even want a sample. I know I'm going to like it. The bottles are just too expensive from this. When they do hit discounters, it's still just too expensive. When they get down to reality around, 180 to 200, I'll scoop a bottle. But for now, I got to wait. Oh, yeah, for sure. Was that this year or was it the tail end of last year? Yeah, it was last year. So it's 2024. So it doesn't count for this year. That's what I thought. I thought it was tail end of last year. But it's my favorite Paris Corner fragrance. I love the shit out of that fragrance. I wear it every week. That's another one. The juice level's just dropping. I love it. Yep, CH Wild Love. Yeah, Le Beau Le Parfum's still my favorite. Flower Edition's the weakest one. The weakest, not weakest performer, like it's the weakness of the line, I think. It's solid. It's an earthy floral smell, even though it's just violet leaf. It's not as good as Paradise Garden. It's not as good as the EDT, and it's definitely not as good as the Le Parfum. The Le Parfum is still the king of the line for me. I think the only one that's going to be able to have a chance to top it for me will be when they inevitably do an elixir, which hoping that's the next one. I was thinking Flower Edition would have been the elixir. I'm hoping Le Beau Elixir is the next one. And if they build upon the depth and the range of Le Parfum, maybe add a little darker nuance, maybe something resinous to go with all that tropical, fruity, powdery sweetness and everything. Like if they add something a little resinous with it and smooth it out just a little bit, but keep it just as strong, if not stronger, really, you know, the standard elixir type of stuff, I think it'll be a home run. It'll probably be my new favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance because Le Beau Le Parfum is my favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance, my absolute favorite. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I haven't worn that one in a long time. That's still a really good fragrance to go hit the bars with. So it's I couldn't be more proud of what we created. I couldn't be. I'm more proud of this than I was of Business Over Pleasure, and Business Over Pleasure was perfect. And what do I mean when I say perfect? Because it's nothing, no fragrance is perfect for everyone. I mean, for what I wanted, the story I was telling, Business Over Pleasure was perfect. Not abrasive, not over the top. It was a fresher iris that had a very professional type of feel to it. It was versatile. It was good for warmer weather. Like the quality was good. It had nuance to it. It would develop. It was perfect. And then Evening Mystique was a great evolution on it, a darker, smokier, more resinous, earthy take on that. Smoother, you know, a little bit stronger. We're continuing to build a wardrobe and tell a story. So we're still telling the story of our original business professional from the first fragrance. That's no longer a business. I'm a business professional in a different manner these days. I'm a very casually dressed business professional, self-employed business professional, I guess you could say. I conduct a lot of business on a daily basis. I don't want to divulge too much, but we're continuing to build a fragrance wardrobe that tells a story, that tells a very specific timeline story. It's fantastic that George gave me this opportunity, and it's been going for years now, and I'm sure it will continue. I'm sure there'll be a fourth rendition in the future. There'll be a fourth round one day because he loves doing it, and it's always a successful project. So I'm super happy. Well, I ordered Fig Me Up from Sloma Shop 2 weeks ago. It still hasn't shipped. Been waiting. I almost bought Cherry on eBay. It's like $130. I was like, just keep waiting until I can get it from discounters for around 100, because that's the sweet spot. Right around 100, a little over 100 for a newer release man set. I'm cool with that every time. When Cherry hits, you know, like a fragrance buyer, I guess Joma Shop's not winning themselves any favors with me ordering anytime soon again. Probably gonna take a break from them again, but Fig Me Up one of these days will make its way to me. Tomorrow morning, get ready for my video tomorrow morning. That is when the sale, all the details for the sale will be up. We got a really cool haul, the new Explorer, Scandal Intense, Gentleman's Society Ombre. Like, I bought some really cool shit for that they have in stock, you know. So we got a really cool haul tomorrow. I'm really excited. Stairway to Heaven from Julie Mata finally got from them. They restocked it. So, like, I'm really excited for the fragrances we're busting open in tomorrow's video. But at the beginning of the video, we're going to be talking about the sale and the details of it. So it's either 9 or 10 o'clock Central. I forgot exactly what time. My video goes live right when the sale goes publicly live. Sorry, a little catch in my throat. Yeah, they're really good stuff. I don't get a lot of musk in Tarathi Blue. It's a clean musk, though. I'm sure it's the same oil. Banana leaf, banana smoothie kind of ish, even though that's not the notes. That's what it smells like to me. What a unique tropical fragrance. That was such a good release last year. That's what I'm saying. Carolina Herrera quietly putting out hitters. Just quietly under the radar, putting out really good designers that are doing their own thing. And maybe next year we'll smell them. It took me a while this time, right? To me, Dust the other day smells so great for a guy. It's actually a really nice powdery blue. It's like a powdery musk. It's really good. Nice and fruity up top. Oh, I just talked about them. Literally, because I mean, I know I'm a little behind in the comments, but yeah, I just talked about them, just named them all. Yeah, it's becoming fabled. It's funny how when it was in the marketplace, people wanted to crap on it, and once it got discontinued, as time has progressed, everybody's like demanding it come back, and oh my god, it's amazing, and oh my god, it's so great, and oh, I need another bottle, and oh, I regret trading my bottle, I need to get it again, and it's funny how that works. It's amazing. It was perfect. It's absolutely perfect for what it's intended for, and its story. It's absolutely perfect for the story being told. You see, it's Mindy in Misty Mystique. You got to remember. Nope. We got a mystery third. No Andrea. No Andrea. Me and Justin are the only repeats. No, sir, you cannot. From eBay, you're going to pay more than what we sold it for. That's been discontinued for years. I have not. I really want to try Apex O Intense. I've been debating on buying it. I'm waiting on Fragrance Spot to restock it. They have a listing for it. If I can get it for around 200-ish, a little over 200, I'll just buy it. I think I'll like it. I know it's citrusy green and everything. It's like the Eau Fresh flanker, even though it's called O Intense. It's like the Eau Fresh flanker to the Apex line. I think I'll really like it. That's the next Raja Dove fragrance I want, because they don't do PR anymore. They'll never send me anything again, so I just got to buy whatever I want, and I want that. Now, Isola Verde, I'm kind of up in the air on that one, but Apex O Intense, I'm gonna buy that one sooner than later. Like by the end of summer, I'll own that. I'm definitely gonna buy that. I want that. I know that one's coming too. That's what I'm saying. We got so many good designers. We're halfway through the year. So many good designers this year. That's gonna be your best bet. The Zed Lounge on Facebook. If not, eBay is your only other choice, and they're overpriced in there. I haven't heard anything else. I mean, it's going to be $250 though. Watch. It's going to be every bit of $250. It's going to be niche prices for a Bleu de Chanel. Watch. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow, but I'm going to have to try it first before I can just go drop $250 on a Bleu de Chanel. You know, watch. It's going to be $250. Not anytime soon. That was made to order. So it'll probably be a few more months. Yeah, it's Misty and Mindy. Remember the chicks, the women on the mud flaps on the truck? Nitro Elixir and Shiaka Black to hit the States. Yeah, but just because you think it's bad doesn't mean I will. Based on everything I've read, I think I'm really going to like it. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So we're hour 37. It's time to shut her down. We made it to the bottom of the comments. I appreciate all of you spending some time with me. I had a great time just chopping it up and having a good conversation with you guys. Royal Reflection by Day 3. Not yet. Not yet. I believe it's a rose base. It's all centered around rose. I'm sure I'm going to like it. No. There will not be. They are individually priced as there's royalties for 3 individuals. And then go into that. So it's not going to be discounts and stuff like that, because George has to pay us too. We get a royalty. It's our product, right? So there's no discounts. There's no 10% off with using the link or anything like that with those. The prices with the price is going to be on those, which we always make them as affordable as we possibly can. Still up in the air on the bottle size. And really, I pretty much know what we're going to do. I just can't really say, but they're going to be a little bit more affordable than his current releases, because George always wants to try to keep the price as low as he possibly can with Zed Creator fragrances. So I can't exactly tell you what the price is going to be, and I can't exactly tell you what the bottle size is, but going to be more affordable than most people would think, especially considering what all the cost structure is on these, because these are not cheap to make. These ain't no $5-10 a bottle per cost structure fragrances. His regular releases cost more than that for cost structure, let alone factoring in paying us royalty and all this other stuff. And then everything's so custom, and then there's no there's no reins put on us on what we can and cannot do when it comes to creating the fragrance with the perfumers. Whatever the cost is on the oils is what the cost ends up being, especially with concentrate. And he picks with me because I ended up going with 28%. I will tell you guys that my fragrance is 28% was what I ended up going with. He's like, oh yeah, of course you went with freaking 28%, you know, which he's joking. Of course he's joking. So yeah, it's a high oil concentration. That's for sure. Because there's a balancing when it comes to picking a concentration, but not changing the formula. What happens is the higher you raise that oil concentration, you start taking away from the brightness of the top note and start bringing out the base more. You start back. It's a shift. As you raise the oil concentration, here's your top, here's your base. You start doing this. And at a certain point, you lose too much of this and you gain too much of this, and it might not be exactly what you. So you got to find that sweet spot, and you can start going in 1% increments. Me and Justin will start off doing 2 and 3% increments, and then we'll dial it into 1% increments to find that sweet spot to get exactly what we want. So, but mine's 28%. That is the one tidbit I will give you on my way out, because it is time to shut this down. Make sure to check out this morning's video if you haven't yet. Tomorrow is a badass fragrance haul, new releases, plus Stairway to Heaven from Julie Mod. With the fragrance buy sale details. So be on the lookout for that. Set your notifications if you haven't yet. Thank you to everybody that gave super chats. Thank you to George for spending some time with us. On behalf of George, thank you to everybody that pre-ordered Seraphim Musk. About 70% of the orders went out today. The rest are going out tomorrow. Thank you to everybody that bought through my link and afforded me an affiliate commission. I do greatly appreciate that. That helps support all this shit that I buy for these hauls to do for tomorrow's video. Because yeah, I'm closely affiliated with Fragrance Buy, but they don't send me all these fragrances. I buy them. So just like the stuff from Joma Shop, I'm waiting, like all these fragrances we buy to review and discuss and everything, that's all contributing, going back into the channel. You know? So thank you guys for all of your contributions and your trust. And I appreciate all of you. And hopefully live again on Monday. Hopefully. That's the plan. We'll see. Photographer is going to kind of dictate that timeline, because next time I want to come on here and I want to go over that with those that care. You know, I don't expect a big crowd, but whoever wants to be here, I sure appreciate that, because that's something I want to share with you guys. So have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend if I don't speak to you before then.